With that victory, you've clinched the NFC South. A three-time repeat, something that's never been done. You guys have an opportunity, as I said the other night, to continue to do things great.
Listen, it's a new wave that's going around, man. Everybody wants to see you dance.
The following is a production of TeamBoydTV.com. The Black and Blue Podcast.
We're rolling hard and we're headed to the high. Just to get a taste of the Carolina pride. We're rolling, 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 rolling. 995, 77 South. We're rolling hard and we're headed to the house. Just to get a taste of the Carolina pride. We're rolling, rolling, rolling.
The Black and Blue Podcast.
What's going on, Panther fan? What is happening? I figured y'all would like that little thing right there. That was good. I thought that was pretty funny. They got the owner to do the dab, man. That to me was hilarious. I don't know if y'all felt the same way, but that was good. I definitely enjoyed that. Anyway, welcome to the Carolina Panthers' most prolific podcast. I'll be your boy Big Q. This is the Black and Blue Podcast presented by TeamBoydTV. And listen, y'all fell for it. I can't believe, Panther fan, I'm disappointed in y'all. Y'all let them gas y'all up. Y'all let them gas y'all up. You know what I mean? Oh, they flexing the game to 4:30. They're going to flex the game. Oh, so more people in the country can see the game. Is that what you think it was? Is that what you thought it was about? Oh, we gonna flex the game, right? We're going to flex it out so more people can see it. And y'all fell for it. You know, because you know what was really going on here? What was really going on is they wanted to put us on a bigger stage so we could fail in front of more people. And y'all bought right into it. I can't believe that. You know what I mean? Because y'all saw what happened. You know, it wasn't just flexing the game. That wasn't even what it was really about. So they flexed the game, which is one thing. And then right before the game, like I think it was 45 minutes, an hour before the game, they announced the Carolina Panthers as the three-time NFC South champions. So they announced us. So they got us feeling all crazy. And we all on Twitter like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? We division champs for the third time and we celebrating all that. Yeah. They did all that just to throw us off our game. And you know what? It worked for a little bit. For a second, they got us. And you know what? You know, I was sitting there thinking to myself like, whoa, they trying to gas us up, man. They really trying to gas us up. They trying to get us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. I was sitting there watching it and I was like, wow. They really trying to expose us. That's what they're trying to do. But you know what? They exposed us in a different way, though, because, you know, they exposed us. They wanted to expose us to be, the Carolina Panthers are not, worth all the hype. And, you know, people thought, the Carolina Panthers are this good. We're going to put them on this big stage. We're going to announce that they don't want a division. We're going to see how they respond. They're going to come out. They're going to act a fool. They're going to be cocky. They're going to be confident. We're going to blow them away. We're going to catch them by surprise. And you know what? It almost worked. You know what? We almost fell for the okie doke. Come on, Panther fam. Y'all got to stay with me on this, okay? I don't know. Look, am I the only one who noticed this? You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to gas us up like that. You know what I mean? They try to get us. But they tried to expose us. They tried to pull our draws down in front of the world. They tried to do it. But you know what? They exposed something different, though. They exposed the fact that you can't get us like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we fell behind a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? They exposed the fact that we're the most resilient team the NFL has ever seen. You can try these little little tricks and stuff to try to, get under the skin of the Carolina Panther fam. Nah, that ain't gonna work. I just want to get that off my chest, you know what I mean? But check it out, though. I am glad you guys are joining me for the Black and Blue Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this has been a really historic run that our team is on right now, and I've been enjoying doing this, man. This has been fun to do. Trying to keep in touch and you speak directly to my Panther fam is great, and the team is just doing spectacular. They're doing some amazing things. The Cam Newton MVP campaign is in full swing. We're going to talk a little bit about that today on the show. What else we got? the undefeated talk is still, it's still floating around. They still trying to, there's some more added pressure they're trying to throw on there. You know what I mean? Cam Newton in the concussion protocol situation. We're going to get into that too. All that kind of thing. But the main thing is, the only reason why, I named the show what I named the show tonight is because there's a lot of stuff going on that I think that if we're not paying close enough attention to, they're gonna try to throw us off our game. Hanzo, what's going on, Hanzo? Hanzo is in the building already. He said the media praising you usually doesn't end well. It's bad juju. I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's bad business, and I'm telling you, a lot of Panther fans fell for it. They did. You know what I mean? I saw him on Twitter. That first, then midway through the second quarter, everybody was on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I mean? But the main thing, I wanted to kind of see if I can get everybody to, at least people who watch this podcast, man, to understand that, as we continue on this little journey that we on right now, they're gonna do everything in their power to throw us off. Flexing that game out, announcing the division title win, the whole situation with the coach and about Cam Newton and the concussion. I'm gonna say quote unquote concussion because it wasn't a concussion, whatever. You know what I mean? All this crazy stuff that's been going on. Like, they just been trying to throw us off. You know what I mean? But you know what? That's not what we gonna be focusing on, because we got a task at hand. The longest part of the journey is over. We've done the hard part already. Like, winning enough games to win a division is always step number one. We've accomplished that, right? And then now we need to focus on, getting that first round bye. That's step number 2, right? And then step number 3 is to be going to, trying to secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs, right? That's what we got to do after that, you know what I mean? And then, we go into the tournament. We got to get in. We got to get into the dance. We got to get into the dance, and then and then the ultimate goal, the end game, is to win the thing. You know what I mean? Bring that Lombardi back to Charlotte. That's what we're trying to do. And I just feel like it's a lot going on right now that's trying to throw this whole entire thing off. And, I honestly, I ain't falling for it. I don't know about y'all, but I am not falling for it. But, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to get into the game a little bit. We're going to talk about the the game against the Saints, which, it was all kind of drama going on in that game and that kind of thing. And, so, it started out pretty bad. We're going to break it down. We'll talk about that. And let's look at let's see what the Twitter say. Twitter says, let's see what we got on Twitter here. So we got Twitter from the Packers Talk. It says, hey, man, my team is getting ready for its own Super Bowl run. Will be interesting if our teams in the NFC title game. Dude, let me tell you something, first and foremost, right? The Green Bay Packers ain't going nowhere in the Super Bowl. Not as long as the Carolina Panthers got something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't get all hyped up about the Green. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't get all excited about the Green Bay Packers, man. Because if we can do what we plan on, though, because we ain't worried about y'all. We're trying to get this home field advantage throughout in that first round bye. Y'all gonna have to deal with the likes of people like Carson Palmer and people like that. Y'all gonna have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So you worry about that instead of, because y'all ain't gonna see the Panthers no more this year. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Panthers fan is in the building. He says Panthers equals Kings of the South. We beat Washington, Dallas, the AFC South, Jacksonville, Houston, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and all that's left is Atlanta. And Atlanta is great because, you know what? I've been waiting for this all season. I've been waiting for it all season long. I've been waiting for it for a long time. And, my beautiful, beautiful wife, she secured me some tickets to go down to Atlanta in a couple weeks. So I will be in there in full Carolina Panthers regalia, black and blue representing to the fullest. I'm going to walk into that Georgia Dome, and I'm going to act a complete fool up in there because the sweep will be on deck, and I will get to sit there and witness the sweep in person. You know what I'm saying? So going down to Atlanta not next week, we got to, and get to see the game down there in Atlanta. It's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that because that's going to be an exciting game because everybody know, Cam come back down through that way. He acts a complete fool down there. So, I'm going to act a fool with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what was going on today. We're going to go into our first break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about that game, man. The game was crazy. It was wild. It was a lot of things going on in that game. That was crazy, and we kind of got caught with the pants down a little bit. We did, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about it. We will be right back.
Yo, JB from TeamBoydTV, co-host of Team Boyd TV Live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be discussing updates, breakdowns, and just about everything NFL. Hosted by yours truly, Big Q, co-hosted by me, JB, and my boy Glass from Get With It Sports. If some reason you missed the show, still haven't had your fill, visit TeamBoydTV.com.
Regular season football is right around the corner, and with that comes the return of Team Boyd TV's flagship program, Team Boyd TV Game Time. Join Big Q and Vernie B live every Tuesday night during the regular season at 7:35 p.m. The premier online source for in-depth NFL news and analysis. Also covering every single game of the 2014 NFL season, where we give you weekly picks and contests and t-shirt giveaways. It all goes down Tuesday, September 2nd, 7:35 p.m. live. Join us as we go into our 4th season during Team Boyd TV Game Time. Welcome back to the Black and Blue Podcast. Panther fan, welcome back. Hey, Hanzo, I see what you said. You said, like, I know there's a lot of football left, but how neat would it be if you guys pulled a 2014 Warrior season? It would be. It's a lot of things that would be amazing, for what's going on right now, because the Carolina, the Panthers are such a new franchise. 21 years, man. One of the newer franchises in the league, and a lot of this whole getting this far in the season without losing the game so far has been wonderful. It's been amazing to the franchise. It's been amazing to the city. It's been amazing for us fans. It's been great. If they can continue this run, and finish out the season without dropping one, which like I said before, I don't really think is me personally, I don't think it's a really big deal. I think that it will create a legacy for the team, that because we really don't really have that legacy. It's one thing for us to be out on social media and we say what we say because we're proud of our team. And other people always kind of ring checking us and putting up pictures of their Super Bowl titles and Lombardi trophies and stuff like that, and they talk about, you guys don't even have black and white footage and and this, that, and the third. So this is a good opportunity for our young franchise to create a legacy. And the way things looking, I don't think it's going to really. I think this 2015 season is just a start. I just got a feeling that things are going to get better and better and better as long as things continue to go the way they're going. As long as nobody pulls nothing crazy and nothing drastic, nothing really ridiculous happen. The Carolina Panthers are look. Even if we don't get it done this season, which I got a good feeling that we will, but even if we don't, I would be nervous for the rest of the NFL come next football season when we come back at 100%, because we good now, and we still missing some key pieces like Kelvin Benjamin and things like that. So we're not 100% complete. But imagine if we were, you know what I mean? So, but I think we're gonna do some damage this season. We're gonna make history because we already been doing that. It's gonna continue, right? The season is far from over for us. We got a long way to go, and you know what? We're gonna keep our eye on the prize. It ain't over, because look, anything, and I'll talk about this later in the show, but anything less than a Super Bowl appearance this season is going to be a complete disappointment. And it seemed like all the work will be for nothing, and we don't want that, because I think that the coaching staff and the owner and the general manager and the players have all done a tremendous job this season, and I would hate to see it go down like that. You know what I mean? So let's just keep our eyes on the prize, one game at a time, and that kind of thing. Anyway, so I already said at the top of the show how they try to bait us, how they try to get us, they try to hoodwink us. They try to play us, man. They flexed our game out, and and then because they wanted more people to be able to see it, and then they announced the fact that we had secured the division title for the 3rd straight year. It had us feeling some type of way, and as a fan, and I can't speak for the players because I wasn't in the locker room. I can't. I don't know what was going through their mind, but I know as a fan, they had to be feeling somewhat kind of like we were. The news came out, and it was like, after I think, what was it, the Tampa Bay won against the Falcons or something like that. Whatever went down, they was like, this makes the Carolina Panthers clinch the division title for the 3rd straight year. We went nuts. We thought it was amazing. So we tweeting about it, we making little Photoshop little deals, and we posting them everywhere, and we having a good time. So like I said, if we were going through all of that, if we were doing all that, can you imagine what the players was feeling? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they in the locker room getting ready, and they on the road too, which is really crazy. Like, it ain't like they're at home. They on the road. This comes out, which, you know, you would think that they would have saw this coming, because it would have went down either way. If we had won the game, it was the same result, or, you know, but it just so happened that, you know, Tampa did what they had to do, and it happened earlier. So, you know, coming out there, we pumped up, we feeling some type of way, you know, just like, you know, the media and everybody wanted, you know, and we got took, you know what I'm saying? Like we did. And for the most part, we did most of the damage to ourselves, you know what I mean? You know, I think we kind of was sitting there looking like, you know, deer in the headlights, because, you know, I think Cam Newton had said it. He was like, yo, we can't show up to games, you know, and thinking we're going to win just because we show up. You know what I'm saying? He said this in the press conference. And, you know, I think, you know, for the most part, that's kind of how we was feeling, because we, you know, we turned on the game on Sunday, and we all but expect the Carolina Panthers to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we do. And that's just the truth. Like, we turn the game on, and everybody's saying what they're saying, and we listen to what the analysts saying, we listen to the announcers and all that, and, you know, we like whatever. We don't care, because, you know, at the end of the day, we know the Carolina Panthers are going to win the game. And that's the way we was feeling. And I know that the Carolina Panthers, the players were feeling the same way. Panther Nation say, yeah, we went nuts. Absolutely. Panthers fans said, the Panthers win the Super Bowl, I will legit cry. Dude, you? I'm just, boy, you know, this has been something that I've been like, you know, and I remember the first go around, and how, you know, it was crazy then. I can only imagine how it would be now. Anyway, so, you know, the plan, the fix was in, the plan was in motion. I was talking to a Saints fan on Twitter during the game, you know, and I'm saying things like this, and he's like, yo, what you trying to say? You trying to say, so if the Panthers lose, this is a setup and it's a fix? And I'm like, dude, open your eyes, bruh. You know, this is bigger than the Carolina Panthers, and it's bigger than the New Orleans Saints. You know, you sitting there pumping your chest up because, you know, you're a New Orleans Saints fan, and you think everything I say is a detriment to your little whack team, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the big picture, right? You ain't paying attention, bruh. Open your eyes. You know what I mean? He like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, dude, you see what happened? They done flex this game. They done announced the division title. You know what I'm saying? And all this crazy stuff going on. Cam for MVP and undefeated this and undefeated that. You know what I mean? They're just trying to throw us off our game. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They want to expose the Carolina Panthers at the highest level that they possibly can in week 12, whatever, right? And that's what this is about. And you know, he's like, well, no, you know, I think you're trying to say that it's the Carolina Panthers can't get beat unless somebody cheating. Like, dude, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, you know, you need to pay attention. You ain't really watching what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really paying attention. Anyway, so at the end of the day, they come out, you know, we too busy committing mistakes ourselves. Cam throwing early interceptions, you know, we fumbling the ball, we getting kicks blocked, and they running it back. You know, all kind of crazy stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting there watching the game, I'm like, what is happening here? What is really going on? Hanzo says, if Tom Brady needs those weapons, how much does that make him MVP of the team? Just saying. Hey, you know, the MVP thing, you know, I got something to say about the MVP thing, and I'm gonna wait till, you know, later on in the show to tell you how I feel about that. But yeah, so, you know, all hell breaking loose, right? You know what I mean? Like, the bottom is completely falling out of the game for us, and we need to take a breath. We need to catch ourselves. We need to figure out what's going on. Like, because I'm sitting there like, by the time I get one tweet out, then something else done happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's happening here? Can we calm down and regroup and get ourselves together? Because before you know it, man, you know, we getting beat 14-0, you know, at one particular time, and then another time it was down by 11 after we had to climb back into the game, you know, so on and so forth. But, you know, I told some people on Twitter, you know, I don't forget who I was talking to. But, you know, if you don't believe me, go check my timeline. It's at TeamBoydTV. Go look at it. You know, crazy stuff was going on in the game, and I say, listen, this game is ugly. And it's probably gonna get worse. It's like the stuff that y'all saw in the beginning of this game. That is not even, you know, the climax of what's getting ready to happen here. This game gonna break all the way down, right? And I'm telling you, I have zero doubt that my boys can get it done. I said this on Twitter. Go find it if you think I'm lying, right? So I said this, and, you know, Saints fans, they are full of them, so they think, oh my God, it's over. We got this, you know what I mean? But, you know, I got to give it to my boys, man. I got to give it to everybody who stepped on that field. Like, the referees were trying everything in their power. You know, Cam is scoring touchdowns, and, you know, the referees and the ball boys don't even want to give him the ball so he can. Look, I'm telling you, everything that goes on is against the Panthers. Nobody wants to see this team succeed, you know, and I'm telling you, I think that this was set up a certain kind of way, to make us appear a certain type of way. And, Ron Rivera and the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton and all them was like, you know what? We ain't having this. You know what I mean? We see what's happening here, and we ain't about to go out like this. Because this team ain't worthy enough to be this, number one. That's the first thing. This team ain't good enough to be that. So only way they can win is if we beat ourselves, and we're not going to do that today. Not today. You know what I mean? We got bigger fish to fry. We got other things that we need to be worrying about. We're not going to fall to this team because they're not worthy, right? And that's the bottom line. They're not worthy. You know what I mean? Let's see. What's on the Twitter real quick? Packers Talk says, would be kind of cool if it was our teams in the NFC title game. Last time it happened, Packers won a Super Bowl that year, 1996. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know what I mean? I don't want to say, because I'm a little hyped up right now. I'm just saying. But first of all, 1996, that was our sophomore season. We had just got into the league, and if you let a team that's only been in the league for 2 years get to the NFC Championship game, then that just goes to show what the rest of the league was doing at that time. And who expected a team that's only ain't even finished 2 full seasons to actually go on to the Super Bowl and win it? You know what? I was happy to see it when it went down. I was like, yo, that was gangster. But you're talking about something that happened 20 years ago, bruh. You know what I mean? Look. I'm just saying, the Carolina Panthers and myself and a lot of my Panther fam, we on some other stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. We on some other stuff right now. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is. Hanzo says Cam had to adjust all season and hasn't missed a step. And you're absolutely right. That's what I was getting ready to get into. So what ended up happening was, it looked bad. And, and honestly, and I never wanted to be one of these guys who do this kind of thing, but I'm going to do it because I've been watching some people's videos and I'm just like, listen, I got to agree with them. You know what I mean? Y'all Panther fam on Twitter, boy, y'all something messing. I don't know how long y'all been riding with us, and I don't know if it's really important or not. You know what I'm saying? How long you been a fan or whatever? Because, I've been a fan since the inception. I remember all that, but a lot of us are not. You know what I mean? And that's cool. I'm cool with it. But I'm just saying, how come we can't? Well, you know what? I can't tell nobody how to be a fan. All I know is this. It sickens me, right, when I'm on Twitter during the games and, it's the first quarter or it's, 2 minutes into the second quarter, we down by 14 or whatever the case may be. And they like, I might as well turn this off. The Carolina Panthers done messed this one up. They're going to lose this game for sure. This, that, and the third. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? It's like a whole lot of football left to play. This is the reason why they have, quarters and the clock and time because, you got a certain amount of time to try to win the game. Just because a team done scored 14 unanswered points that fast don't mean the game over. You know what I mean? And it's disgusting to me. And I'm gonna be frank about it. It is horrible. I've been wanting to unfollow and block so many people, and I have. You know what I mean? But it's disgusting. And I ain't saying you got to do it my way. I'm just saying I would rather not see that kind of negativity while I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? But you know what? At the end of it, I see. My Carolina Panthers scratching and clawing, staying in this game. Cam Newton, full control, wasn't faltering. He wasn't worried. He wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? The defense this time. This is what I would say because I was on Facebook and the dude was like, defense wins championships, blah blah blah. And the dude was like, well, I don't think your defense showed up today. And I was like, please, if my defense didn't show up today, we would have lost that game for sure. It would have been for sure over if the defense wasn't able to bail us out because we weren't able to do nothing on offense in the beginning. Enzo said, speaking of the Falcons, what's the deal with Matt Ryan? I'm starting to feel he's not as good as people thought. Hey, I don't know. His people turned on him. It is what it is. But when you got a division, opponent that's doing what the Carolina Panthers are doing, and you done lost 6-7 games straight after starting off, with 5 or 6 games, winning, people will turn on you. It happens, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say, what Mr. Money says, he never was. He just had Tony G, Roddy in prime, and Julio plus Harry Douglas and Michael Turner in the backfield. Absolutely, you know what I mean? I never thought he was that good of a quarterback at all. You know what I mean? But when you got weapons like that, it's different. That's why I think what Carolina Panthers are doing, and Cam Newton in particular, is a little bit special because we ain't really got it like that. Let me say this too before I move on to the game that's coming up. Teddy Ginn. I know a lot of y'all got some opinions about Teddy Ginn, but let me say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be completely clear. And I don't know if I'm in the minority. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what y'all think. But this is what I'm going to say about Ted again. This is what I'm going to say. True. Absolutely true. Ted Ginn dropped some really, really big passes and some big moments of the game that we really needed him to come through, and he did not, right? And that's a fact. And everybody who watched the game saw this, and everybody who was paying attention saw this, right? It was, it's unmistakable. Like, he dropped some big passes, in key parts of the game, and we really need him to step up. And he dropped the pass. But with that being said, I'm gonna say this. I believe in with everything in me that we wouldn't be able to do the things that we are doing at this particular moment, as far as the performance of this team without number 19. If Ted again wasn't on the squad, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. So I understand the frustration with the guy. I get it. But man, y'all need to pull back a little bit. You know what I mean? Because he give us. Look, the Carolina Panthers need him on the team. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, Cam keep going back to him. Because you know what? The dude going to catch the big pass. He going to catch that big pass. He might drop that big pass. It's always a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean? But Cam believe in him. Ron believes in him. I believe in him. You know what I mean? So, and I know, and I feel for real that we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that we do without Ted getting on the team. You know what I mean? He says, Panther fan says, I don't mind bandwagons when they leave. Hopefully 14 years from now, we will still have rings. Absolutely. Panther fan says, I didn't think about it. T-Money says, I'm in minority of saying Ginn going to Ginn, but I love him on our team. That's what I'm saying. We can't do the things that we did without him. We need him on the team. You know what I'm saying? So, luckily, our team is good enough to cover up a lot of the mistakes that he make, even though they are huge. They are big, glaring mistakes that he make, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say about that. Now, the game was amazing. This is one of the better games. I don't like. Well, I ain't gonna say that because I actually love watching the Panthers steamroll over the Washington team. I thought that was amazing. But when they in the dogfight, when they in there slugging it out, I like that too because it shows these people who doubt the team something different, right? It shows them something different. It showed them that this team ain't all about Cam Newton running the ball. It ain't all about Jonathan Stewart and Mike Tolbert and Kelvin Benjamin. It's a lot of things going on. In this, on the team that allows us to be successful the way we are, and every time we in a fight like that, people get to see that, so it's easy for like the Patriots, for example, and this is the reason why they now are done lost 2 games in a row because everybody to say, oh, they just that good, Tom Brady's just that good. They always say it's always Tom Brady, and then it's a Gronkowski and so on and so forth, the Edelman, whatever, but it's always Tom Brady. If it ain't Tom Brady, we ain't talking about the Patriots. If we ain't talking about Tom Brady, but with the Panthers, Cam is the face of the franchise, but everybody know that Cam can't do that by himself. You know what I mean? He can't. And that, when he found that out, they became unbeatable. You know what I mean? Like when Cam thought he had to do it by himself, we were getting took by people. But now he done figured it out that he don't have to do it by himself. He got some brothers back there with him that'll go to war with him, and now they are virtually unstoppable. You know what I mean? So, I think it's cool. Now, go back to the comment section real quick. Hanzo says, the bandwagon will always be there. Unfortunately, when a team is having success, just stay true with your lawyers and don't worry about it. T-Man says, Ginn gave Koch that game winner by demanding double to help Browner. You see what I'm saying? See, money, you know. I know you know. And P Nasty, I know you know. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know about Ginn, and I know y'all know what he brings to the table. Now, this week we got division rival Atlanta Falcons, right, coming into the house, right? Which, this one's going to be fun for me because, it was so awesome listening to the Falcon fans early in the season. You know what I mean? We're going to do this and that. And we just, about week 4, they thought they were just the hottest team in the NFL. You know what I mean? And, I think my man P Nasty, I think I was watching this video earlier today. I think he hit it right on the head, right? He nailed it. He was like, yo, only reason why y'all was able to get away with the crap y'all got away with is because nobody knew what y'all was going to do. You know what I'm saying? And then once they got a little bit of film on you, you know what? Y'all ain't been able to do nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all became a one-dimensional, lackluster team because the scheme wasn't even that complicated. It's just that people didn't really know what to expect, and that's how they won. And and I agree with you, P. Nasty, all the way. I do. That's exactly what it was. But they were talking a bunch of crap. They talking about a division, and it's the part that I think is really funny, right? In the beginning of the season, talking about week 4, week 5, whatever case may be, they were the ones talking about, y'all talking about y'all got a division on lock and this, that, and it's a given that y'all gonna win a division. Listen, bruh, Atlanta Falcons fans, we ain't even had to play y'all to even win the thing. You know what I mean? Like y'all that much of a non-factor that we don't even got to play y'all. Period. Like we done played the other teams at least once. We ain't got to play y'all at all. We already done won the thing. So I'm just saying, I go back and I look at on my Google Plus feed and stuff like that, and I look at this stuff that the Falcon fans were saying it was ridiculous to me. We don't even got to play y'all. Technically, we can go home right now, and we'll still go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Come on, Falcon fans. I'm just saying, and you know what? I ain't gonna sit here and gloat. Yes, I am. But because y'all talk too much, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all had. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Dan Quinn in the building. Our defense is gonna be something. We got Devontae Freeman. Our running game gonna be something. We throw up Matt Ryan's QBR. Our passing game gonna be something. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that something is. Y'all ain't won a game, and I don't know how long. It's been quite a while since y'all won. You know what I'm saying? So I think I played against the Tennessee Titans when they didn't even have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Team Money says even in 5-0 start, they were losing the fourth quarter of every game. He said they only dominated one game all year. And I'm just saying, like, dude, the Falcons ought to be ashamed of themselves, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's funny because you know what? When people say stuff on social media, I pay attention to it, especially something that I know I'm gonna come back to later. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna throw it back in your face. You know what I mean? But they talk about we should be worried about our division. You know what I mean? And we think we got it on lock, and yeah, we ain't gotta play y'all, man. And that's the part that to me that's the most embarrassing. You know what I mean? I hope I don't go on social media this week and see Falcons fans talking no crap. Because you know what I'm saying? We don't even got to play it. We didn't have to play y'all, dog. We didn't have to play y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how good we are. We didn't even got to play. Y'all a divisional team, and we didn't even got to play y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this, how hilarious is that? You know what I mean? That's good stuff right there. I'm all about that life. You know what I mean? But again, it's about one game at a time. We're gonna welcome them here to Charlotte. We're gonna welcome them into the Bank of America Stadium, and then we're gonna show them what they really mean to us. This game should not be as frustrating as the Saints game because number one, we will have our mind right going into that game. That's for sure. We ain't got to worry about it. I'm pretty sure that that thing right there that happened, that little slip up with the whole getting caught up in ourselves. You can forget about that. That happened one time. We survived it. It ain't happening no more, right? So they'll be focused when the Falcons come in here. And again, we still got mission. We still own a mission. We still got tasks that we need to accomplish. We still got to worry about getting this first round bye. We still got to worry about locking down home field advantage. So you know what? It's business as usual. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it ain't like we looking over that kind of stuff. He says, I definitely do the same with the nonsense these dudes say. I know, T-Money. I'm just saying. But yeah, so it's going to be business as usual. It ain't going to be we're going to take it easy and take it light on these guys because we already got things locked up. No. We still got things we need to do. You know what I mean? And y'all just happen to be in our way. You know what I mean? So we got to do what we need to do to get what we're trying to get. And, and I forget which Panther said it. I think it was Thomas Davis. Pretty sure it was him a couple weeks ago said that we ain't where we want to be. The season ain't over. We trying to be playing football in February. So we still got a way to go. We still got business to handle. Hanzo says, I felt like the Falcons having the number one run defense was a mirage when my Vikings faced them. I don't know. See, their thing is they I was a little bit impressed when they came out on defense in the beginning of the season because I wasn't used to seeing them play like that. in my opinion, over the last 3 seasons, the Atlanta Falcons were the softest team in the league. I remember them being on Hard Knocks, and Mike Smith was sitting there talking about, people laugh at them because they think they soft, and and his whole deal was he was going to make them tougher, and this, that, and the third, and then next thing you know, he got fired, right? So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit thrown off just by a second or so, and then like P Nasty said, we got some tape on them and realized that what they was running wasn't even really that complicated. And people expose them for it, and that's just the way that roll. But it's gonna be fun. Cam still got records he trying to either break or set, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan Stewart trying to do his thing. We got business we need to do, you know what I'm saying? So, all this nonsense about y'all think y'all getting lucky because y'all reading the news and listen to what they say on the internet about, Ron Rivera sitting people and stuff. You might see people get sat because, I got a feeling that we're going to drop 41 points in this game. You know what I'm saying? I got a feeling that's what we're going to see. So you might see some people take a seat. You know what I mean? But that's the only way they taking a seat. Ain't nobody sitting there. Ain't nobody resting. Because first of all, you show me a Carolina Panthers player in that locker room who wants to be sat, who say, I want to get right for the playoffs. You show me one who say something like that. I guarantee you ain't gonna find nobody in the locker room who ready to do that. So that whole resting players and stuff, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen. So if I'm the coach, you know what I'm saying? If I'm Ron Rivera, I'm in the locker room saying stuff like this. Y'all want to rest up for the playoffs? Go out there and hang 40 points on your opponent, and you can sit down. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you do. You go out there and you put 40 on them. You can have a seat. You know what I mean? And that's what I'd be preaching to him if I was the coach. Because ain't no rest for the weary. You know what I mean? We got business to handle. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we definitely going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 41 points in this game. I think the defense is going to show, because they want to sit down too. You know what I mean? We're going to see, and I'm going to tell you, everybody was saying, I was surprised. First of all, I was surprised that Ron gave the nod to Cortland Finnegan to play immediately like this, for the dude who's been kind of sitting at the crib for a little while or whatever the case may be. And even though his impact wasn't huge, it wasn't gigantic, but he had an impact. You know what I'm saying? He impacted the game, and he could have flipped the game on his face. He dropped the interception or whatever the case may be, but he could have flipped the game on his face. So, kudos for the coach having the cojones to throw a guy in who been sitting at the crib for a little while. He had an immediate impact, man. And Kurt Coleman continues to impress. He's stepping up when they try to lock Josh Norman out and not give him no action. Hey, look. They showing the fact that, hey, look, you don't throw on that side of the field, you got to go on this side, and I'm gonna get it on this side too, and it's beautiful. I love it. You know what I mean? So what you gonna do? You can't pass the ball on either side of the field. You ain't running on Luke and Davis and them boys down there. I saw my little homie Shaq Thompson getting busy, right? Shaq Thompson, what I do is a thumper, right? Look. I think he is going to be something special. I think when you look at the linebackers that we got right now, and you see who he coming up with, this dude gonna be something nice. Give him another year or two, and I'm telling you, he already doing some amazing stuff. So, but I saw my man Shaq Thompson getting he was getting busy out there. He was landing with it. It was good stuff. You know what I mean? And that kind of thing. So, at the end of it all, this one should be this one is not going to be as nail biting and as frustrating as the Saints game is going to go. But again, we never overlook anybody. But again, zero doubt. And I know this with a focused team going in this time and not getting caught with our draws down like we did last week. It's going to be a different type of game. In a way, ain't nobody going to get us down by no 14 points in the first quarter. Again, no, for the rest of the way, you won't see that. You know what I'm saying? T-Money says we got to stay in front of Arizona, so we can't sit and serve yet. Absolutely. With Riverboat Ron and even the GM doing it, Big Q, when are we going to see you dab? Yo, I'm saying it'll come. That's funny, man. You a trip. But yeah, I don't know. I might bust one out one day. Who knows? You crazy though, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about some, the road ahead, right? When we come back from the break, and we're gonna button the show up with that. We're gonna talk about, Ron Rivera, flipping out on the media, and I got some things I want to say about the media too. But we'll be right back. Y'all stay with me.
Hey sports fans, this is Get With It Sports, here to announce a new project that's in the making. A bunch of up and coming and popular sports video makers here on YouTube decided to get together and take sports talk to another level. The name of this group, Prime Sports Talk Coalition. This group consists of Get With It Sports, TeamBoydTV, Wake Up Is Football, Idiot Sports Talk, and 3-Point Conversion. Expect great conversations on current sports topics and the type of debates you're looking for. No holds barred with a friendly banter. So stay tuned to these channels to see Prime Sports Talk Coalition in full effect. Check us out and enjoy. Peace.
Get social with TeamBoydTV, like our Facebook page, and join us every Sunday during the regular season for the TeamBoydTV Facebook halftime show. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at TeamBoydTV Turbo for all of our live shows, podcasts, among other things. Be sure to check out our Google Plus page for real-time status update and overall community discussion. TeamBoydTV is also on Instagram, Spreaker, and iTunes. Once again, thank you for watching TeamBoydTV.
There's no reason to see how he's feeling. Okay, I mean, we all discussed all those yesterday and all that stuff, and we were forthright and gave you guys the answers, and there's really no reason to, see where he is.
When a guy takes 2 hits in the head, Ron, sometimes...
No, don't even bring that up. Joe, do not bring that up, okay? We talked about that last night. There's no reason for this to become a story other than you're bringing it up again.
There are post-concussion symptoms.
All right, please. All right, we've discussed this before. I went through and answered your questions yesterday. I gave you all the information. In fact, I understood you called the lead to make sure we do what we're supposed to. We follow the rules here. Don't question my integrity when it comes to those things. Okay, understand that. I try to be as forthright as I can when I answer your questions. And when I'm doing that, the least I can do is get the common courtesy that I'm being believed. Okay? I take it very seriously. All right? And it is not up to me to make those decisions and these calls. It's up to the doctors, just so you understand that. Okay, and I'm being very, very upfront with this and very forward because it does bother me. I'm not the doctor, okay? I'm not the one who makes these decisions. We have a protocol, we follow the protocol. We had a player stay out for 3-4 weeks, and at no point in time did we force that young man onto the field because we believed him. So please, do not question me on this.
Yeah, and that's your boy Ron Rivera right there. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, before we get into that though, I think when it said 16-0, a Super Bowl W, you got to pick one. Q. Hey, listen, you know what? You know me, I would take the Super Bowl win over 16-0 any day. You know what I'm saying? Any day, I would 16-0 is cute. You know what I mean? It's cute, but Super Bowl win is what it's really about. You know what I mean? So listen. So this was about. And I was thinking about, I was watching, Inside the NFL a couple weeks ago. Brandon Marshall was on there, and he had brought some people in the media in there, and it was trying to figure out why is there such a disconnect between the NFL players and coaches and the media. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about right here. They're trying to throw people off their game. Now, this dude sitting here asking the coach about the stuff that happened with Cam on the sidelines or whatever the case may be, and Rivera went off on him, right? I ain't got no problem with that. I think he did the right thing. But the thing is, right, and this is why you get players come up to the podium and say stuff like, I'm just focused on the next game and worrying about keeping getting sacked by Donkey Kong Soup, or next question, or no response, or that's why they say this kind of stuff, because you got Bill Belichick is like own the Seattle or whatever, we own the Cincinnati, because people say stupid stuff like this. And Ron hit it on the head. He was like, yo, why are you trying to get a story? Why are you trying to make this into something that is not? What you're trying to do is you're trying to make up some crazy stuff to overshadow the fact that my team is undefeated, and my team is doing something historic, and my team is doing something that ain't never been done before by this franchise. And you coming up here with this ridiculousness. Nobody wants to hear that, man. And Ron shut him down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Hansel says, I really can't stand reporters repeatedly ask the same question, shaking my head. Miss T Money says, David Newton and Joe Pearson, king of that annoying stuff. You know, they are. And it's, you know, I know they got a job to do, and I get it. You know what I mean? But, you know, when you're talking to people that are as focused as somebody like Ron Rivera, you know, or Cam or anyone of the Panthers players, that's what you're gonna get, because you know what, we ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for that. But that's another thing what I'm talking about, where they do the spin and they do this fluff, trying to, you know, get because they done tried everything else, right? You know, they done dogged us in the media since the beginning of the season. They done dogged us in the media since before the season started. You know, they ain't never had nothing good to say about us in the media at all, and they saw that didn't break us, right? That didn't shake us. That didn't make us falter at all. So now, you know, it's like, oh well, let's do these things. Let's flex their games, and you know, let's announce, you know, that they don't want a title before the game start, and you know, all these little weird underhanded things that's going on. Getting Cam all excited on the football field about the football, not wanting to get the football to the kid, and Cam, you know, he feeling some type of way about it. You know what I mean? Because this has been going on for a couple weeks now. Everybody in the league know that when the Carolina Panthers score a touchdown, this is what they do, right? This is their thing. This is the Carolina Panthers thing. And you know, we see either players or referees or ball boys or somebody trying to, you know, it's ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? So you know, they try anything to kind of get into our skin, anything to make us lose our cool, anything to try to knock us off our game. They doing it. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta be smart, man. Y'all can't be falling for this stuff. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna continue to do it. You know, for whatever reason, you know, the majority of the people in this country, for whatever reason, do not like the Carolina Panthers. And I don't, you know, for a long time I didn't know what it was. I don't like, why is there so much hate for the Carolina Panthers? Then I realized that they didn't hate the Panthers as much before Cam Newton got here, right? You know, he's bringing back Fire David and hire T Money. I'm saying you gotta do it right. I'm saying, but you know, I realized what it was. I don't think they hate the Carolina Panthers. I think that Cam Newton rubs a lot of people the wrong way. You know what I mean? Now, for us, of course, and a lot of people in America, like the people who got some sense, they understand the entertainment value and the fact that, you know, the team is having fun. And that's the thing. It ain't just Cam, right? It ain't just Cam. Cam's presence on the team is so infectious that it spreads to the rest of them. You got, you know, Stewart, you know, doing stuff on the ground, and you got, you know, Tolbert, you know, dancing, and it don't stop. You know, you got the owner and the coach dabbing and going on, and people hate that. You know what I mean? Hansel says they're reaching for some cue, trying to start something just to reign over your parade. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And the thing is that this thing is growing and is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every week. And people are having a heart attack. They don't like it. I don't know why. You know what I mean? I think people hate because we're a small market. We ain't spend large amounts of money on free agents, and we getting good through the draft. And you know what? That is exactly what it is. But I'm gonna tell you, at the middle of it all, I think it's Cam Newton. I think, you know, if this had been somebody like Andrew Luck who was having this kind of success, the media and the rest of the country would be fawning all over this dude. They would be just crowning him king of everything. It just so happened that, you know, it's a dude like Cam who, you know, everybody know his background, and, you know, he's a black guy, and, you know, and I never want to bring that into it, but, you know, I think that's what it is. I think it's the fact that it's Cam is the reason why the Carolina Panthers catch so much flack. I feel like if we had any other quarterback that was playing exactly the same exact way, but it wasn't Cam Newton, this would be a non-issue. You know, because I see other players in the NFL celebrating and having a good time, but, you know, but it's not a big deal. But when it comes to the Carolina Panthers, though, it's like, I remember a couple weeks ago, was it the Tennessee thing, when we was in Tennessee a couple weeks ago? This thing was talked about all week long. It was the main story all week. Cam dancing and this lady writing this letter. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous to me. You know, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? But I know this. You know, I know that, you know, Ron Rivera and Dave Gettleman and everybody in the office, they got these boys feeling like they are unbeatable and unstoppable, and they love, you know, the fact that, you know, these dudes are hungry and they trying to do whatever it is that they need to do to get to where they need to go. The Panthers fan said, Miss T-Man says, when has NFL ever really loved black QBs or black men that they can't control? You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? You're right about that. You know what I mean? Only when Really, yeah, America, real talk. You're right. You're right, and I think it's a shame though. You know what I mean? Because a city like Charlotte needs something like this, right? Cleveland been around for a long time, and they done had the worst luck when it comes to sports or whatever the case may be. But they've been around for a while, and people know who they are and what they're about. You know what I mean? They don't have plenty of chances to do great things. It's just that a market like ours has not. And I don't understand how come it wasn't a big deal when Tampa was making a run or New Orleans was making a run. You know what I mean? Or teams like that, like. But with the Carolina Panthers, it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? But this is what they're gonna have to realize is that their worst fear is about to come true. You know what I'm saying? This guy Cam Newton and this team, the Carolina Panthers, are getting ready to flip the NFL on its head because I feel like whatever fiber might be in that, they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl and they're gonna win it. But you know what? It's one step at a time. But the Carolina Panthers winning the Super Bowl would solidify, everything that us Carolina Panthers fans have been saying for years, right? We've always had faith in our team. We always rooted for our team. We always loved our team through the ups and downs, through the 2-14s, through all of that. You know what I'm saying? We done been through the Jimmy Clausen era, the end of the Jake Delhomme era, even in the beginning with the crazy stuff with, the quarterbacks in the beginning, it was always something, the Ray Carew drama, all that nonsense, the Greg Hardy situation. We done been through it all, and we stood by this team, and I'm telling you, this is the payoff for us sticking around and sticking through it. If we continue to hang on and believe and keep pounding our team, I'm telling you, it is time. 21 years, it's about time. It's about time, and I saw this cooking up about 3 years ago, right? And I saw this being cooked up, and bringing Dave Gettleman in was just the icing on the cake. You needed somebody to guide the ship the right way. The owner then stepped back and said, look, you know what, Dave, you and Ron, y'all got this. I ain't gonna bother y'all. Y'all do what y'all need to do. And it's been beautiful. We seen, Cam Newton become a mega star. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, which nobody never want to give him his props for. And the squad that he represents, man, I'm gonna tell you, like I saw, who was it? Who was the DT that got in trouble for the offsides or the encroachment or whatever the case may be, and he got mad. And he went off the field, and he was very upset. Like, he was, like, slamming his helmet and all kind of stuff. Who was it? It was not Short. It was the other guy. Ely. Is that who it was? It was Ely, right? And you know what? And this defensive player, right? Instead of somebody like, I was expecting to see, like, Allen or Kuechly or Davis come over there to talk to the young kid. But the first person over there was Cam Newton to talk to that guy. And, and this dude was upset. And, he was like, he not really want to hear what Cam said. But Cam was like, you know what? You need to chill out. You need to chill out. You need to calm down, like, right now. And, when you saw the leadership right there, like, unfolding before your very eyes. And so all this crazy stuff people saying about Cam Newton, man, I refuse to believe it because I see something completely different, right? Franklin. What's going on, Franklin? I don't think we've ever seen you on the show before. Franklin said Cam is our first legitimate franchise QB. Brings a sense of stability to our franchise we never had in the past. I cannot disagree at all. You know what I mean? I can't disagree. But, because you're right. This dude is like, I'm not like in the beginning when Cam first came, I was like, this dude is flashy. I like that. But like watching him now, that's my dude, man. You know what I mean? Like I would not like choose another quarterback over Cam Newton at all. You know what I mean? He has proven everybody wrong. Like everybody, like I sit and I listen to like some of the things that Mel Kiper and the other guy from the NFL Network was saying during the draft, and how he would never get to a point where he could be a franchise QB, this, that, and the third, all this crazy stuff. And I see where he is now. The true leader of the team. And so and when I think about the whole Steve Smith situation, now I don't really feel too bad because now I see what Dave Gettleman was talking about. Not taking no shot at Smitty because Smitty is my dude. I'm always going to be a fan, but I understand now. You know what I mean? Because Cam can't do what he's doing right now with Smitty on board. He can't. You know what I mean? Kuechly and Davis and them, they can't do what they're doing right now as far as the leadership stuff go with Smitty on board. You can't. You know what I mean? I fully understand it. And I don't feel bad. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I really feel like as long as we continue to do what we're doing, and Cam continue to be who he is, and we're seeing the rest of the team grow right in front of our eyes. We're seeing Luke round into form. He got good leadership with people like Davis and stuff like that. We see the other guys, Ely and Short and all those guys, and Starr and all them, and the dudes in the secondary, man, like, seeing Coleman come on, because he see what's happening with his homie, Norman, is good stuff. You got, Harper and all them boys. Listen, the team is not perfect. We got flaws all up and through it. You know what I mean? But I think the team is good enough as a unit to cover those flaws up. Like, so what one dude may have a detriment, the next guy, will step up and, and cover that up. And it's a beautiful thing to see every week. You know what I mean? I love watching it. I think it's beautiful. You know what I mean? So yeah, when people say, oh, you guys think your team all that and your team ain't perfect. No, it's not. You know what I mean? Our team is plenty flawed. But but we good where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the most important thing, is that we good where we need to be, and that kind of thing. So when people say stuff like y'all keep on believing the Carolina Panthers, y'all gonna get y'all's bubble burst, this, that, and the thing. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point now where it don't bother me at all no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know my team. You know what I mean? I know who they are. I know what they're capable of, and that kind of thing. So, to me, I'm just ready to see the finished product. I want to see the end of it all. I want to be there. I want to see, Cam Newton and Jerry Richardson and Ron Rivera hold up that Lombardi, because that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I think that's going to be the most amazing thing ever. You know what I mean? Once again, you guys have been the most awesome audience a guy could ever ask for. I appreciate you guys joining in every week to check me out on the Black and Blue podcast, man. I definitely appreciate it. It means a lot to me and my TeamBoydTV team. You guys rock, man. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We do more than the Black and Blue podcast, but some stuff going on, but we can get some other stuff out too. Anyway, you can check me out on Twitter, man. You follow me at TeamBoydTV and that kind of thing. Listen, y'all guys been good. I'll catch y'all next week. And you know how we do it. Y'all keep pounding. I'm out.
The Black and Blue Podcast.